Welcome to this conversation today with the Morning Tea Marketing Missus. What we do is we offer valuable tips to help small business owners and sole traders improve their online presence and communicate more effectively to reach a larger audience. Today, if you haven't met us before, I've got Narelle Gaddy. Narelle is an accredited accessibility auditor. She is passionate about ensuring that all businesses are able to reach the widest possible market through enhancing their digital communication methods that meet the Australian standards. So blind to self, it means that Narelle understands the barriers that bad communication, including websites and documents, can cause to a business. So this means that the business is not able to reach the target market, and the lack of usability puts accessibility, it increases the issues with the accessibility and being able to communicate. We have Kate Smith. Kate is a graphic designer for service and experience-based businesses, and she helps you showcase your brand to resonate with your ideal clients and increase your bookings. I am Janeen Vosper. What I do is I help women in leadership roles and business owners to improve and remove, we want to improve their limiting beliefs, we want to remove them, and so you can possess the courage to stand out as an authority in your field of expertise. I teach genuine skills to be able to speak out and make a positive impact in your business and the lives of the people that are important to you. Our speaker today is Jan Roche. Jan's business is called BizConnect Web Design. They are, and Jan is, experts in helping small business connect with their customers online. That means building websites that are search engine optimized to specifically target who the business wants to attract as their preferred customers. We're talking all about relationships in February, and Jan is going to share something valuable information with us on how to develop and build relationships online. Welcome, Jan. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you, Janine. Welcome, ladies. Good to see you again.
And likewise.
Yeah.
So, yes, we have been talking about relationships this month of February. And so what I want to kick off with is we were talking about, in previous discussions that we've had this month, Narelle covered a few points about websites and how they begin a relationship with the searcher or the reader. Now, anyone who has heard me speaking about websites and their relationship with Google will know that we do what we can to continue that great relationship by giving Google what it wants. And part of that is creating websites that are personable, conversational, interesting, engaging, easy to understand and navigate, and create a great user experience. Sounds like the perfect relationship, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does to me.
So people are also very busy, and when they go looking for something, they usually want their answer quickly. So from the get-go, you want your website to show your reader what it is about, and you have about 3 to 5 seconds to do so. What I'm talking about here is your homepage, and in particular, your header. Now, I'm all for beautiful scenery and great photography, but if your website has a full page picture of the beach, but your website is for a law firm, what does the reader think you are about? Probably not a law firm. Now, remember, you have 3 to 5 seconds to tell your audience who or what you are. So if your reader wants to see something that tells them they are in the right place and you are the business that they are looking for, you want to make it very obvious what your website is about right there in the header of your homepage. And one thing we also spoke about a couple of weeks ago were pop-ups. How annoying are they? They are more often, get negative response from your reader because they get in the way of what they're wanting to see. And if you can't find easily how to close it off, your reader may just bounce off to another website.
Yeah.
You can have a link for your form anywhere else on your website that is a friendlier way of presenting your reader with a free download opportunity. Now, once your reader has established they are happy with where they are, they will want to dig further to learn more about your business, and you will be able to lead your reader in the direction you want them to go in by having call to action buttons for them to click. Call to action buttons like buy this product, download this ebook, contact us now, or sign up for our newsletter. So now Google loves when people dig further into your other pages on your website. And when people click on links to look further into your website, that's a really good thing. So it increases their time on your website, and all of these things let Google know that people are interested in your content and what you have to say or sell. It also shows that you are answering their questions, and that makes Google very happy. It really is like a relationship. If you like what you see or hear from the beginning, you're more likely to want to see or hear more or spend time with that person.
That makes
Again,
sense.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Because remember, they're not as popular anymore. So maybe this hack doesn't work. You know, those sites that would make you click every time to get to like the next little bite of information?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
that
they're
like
horrible.
was that to kind of trick Google into thinking people are really
That's the thing, Kate. You know, Google's not stupid. It's just all over. It really is all over all of that stuff. And really, you can't trick Google. You just can't. So I don't think, like, I don't see so much of that around anymore.
Yeah, me either.
But I guess I'm just not looking in where they
Thank
are.
gosh,
perhaps-
because
Perhaps Google
accessibility
just
wise,
got wise to it and
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
yeah, true, Narelle.
yeah.
yeah.
Just following from that question too,
Yeah.
I used to see home pages that just went on and on and on and on, rather than having the specialty tabs at the front, at the top for the other pages. What's the best way to go with that? You know, we're talking Google finding it particularly.
Yeah, look, the Google bots can scan anywhere and everything, except they can't read pictures. That's why it's important for the alt text and description to be put in the background. But when it comes to that, yeah, Google can read all of the text that you've got there. That's fine. But what we want to do is make sure that you make the experience for your user a friendly one and make it easy. So you don't want to make it hard for them to buy, like, you know, say you found exactly what you're looking for on their website. It's like, where's the buy button? How can I buy this thing, right? So you want to make it really easy for your readers to find the call to action buttons, as well as, you know, the next steps for them. So the menu, the items in the menu are really important, but also what we like to do is, remember when we used to have the Sunday newspaper and you'd fold it in half, you know, it'd be this big newspaper and you'd fold it in half, and you'd read above the fold and then you'd flip it over and you'd read. It's almost like, compare that to a website. When you're landing on a home page, you see their header and great, you can see exactly who and what they're about. But then underneath that, that's prime real estate on a website. So that's a really great place to put, say, 3 call to actions just under your header there, right? So you want to make it really simple for them to be found and have links from those call to actions through to other pages, or at least having a jump link to go further down onto your website. If you've just got a one-page website, you want to make it really, really simple for your searcher or your reader to find what it is that you want them to do, but also what they're looking for.
Okay.
I'm being very naughty here. While you're speaking, I'm jumping on my website. I'm looking at it. I'm going, yeah, that's it. Tick, tick.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's fine. I was paying attention to what you were saying, of course, Jen, but I thought, while it's relevant now, I'll go and do that. And as you said, there's 3 things. I've got 3 boxes, and it's got this, and read more. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
So
Yeah. So other things that we do, we conduct keyword and competition research that tells us what keywords and keyword phrases people are using to search for goods and services that they're looking for or to find answers to their questions. So it's kind of like personal development so that you can put your best forward and be a great person. Knowing what people are wanting to see on your website is allowing you to tailor your content to give people what they want or what they're looking for. So having a great website that answers questions and looks and feels like it's giving personal attention to the reader makes the website popular. And in that way, Google sees the website as an authority site. And let me tell you, only good things come from that scenario. So that's it from me on relationships and making Google happy, as well as creating friends and even fans on the website, on your website. So let's open it up for any questions that you may have.
One of the things, because I've just been playing in WordPress with one of my co-founders, and we were playing with videos. What about videos on that homepage? Are they a good thing or are they a bad thing?
Look, I don't think they're a bad thing. And it really depends on the context of the rest of your homepage. So you wouldn't want to put it in a place the same as pop-ups. You wouldn't want to put a pop-up right in the middle where it's, you know, it's taking up the prime real estate.
Yeah.
You know, it really is subjective. And what we do is we put videos on, say, YouTube, and we have the link on the website. So they click on that. Doesn't have to have a big picture of the video on your website, because that is taking up space and can slow your website down in the first place. But having it, oh gosh, if it is something that needs to be major and in everyone's face, then sure, that's a different story. But if it's not, and if it just, you want it to blend in, still be a call to action, sure, have the link going off to Vimeo or YouTube or wherever it is so that they can watch it that way. But it really all comes back to looking good, feeling good, and the user being able to navigate without getting frustrated about it.
Yeah. What about video heroes, Jan? What do you think about that?
Did you say, I didn't quite hear?
So like a hero video. So the header, the main image, instead of an image, using a video there, like a silent video.
Look, it looks wonderful. It can look wonderful, but it also can slow things down a lot. And that's, you know, when I said you've got 3 to 5 seconds for people to decide if they're in the right place. If you haven't optimized your videos or your pictures, it's all about timing. And we really are so impatient and we just can't wait 5 seconds for a video to load, right? Yeah. So if it's been optimized and it comes up and it runs really smoothly, there's no glitches, then great. But us typically, we just have one still shot as the header, and you know, you can put other things like carousel with videos or pictures or whatever else with. But it's personal preference, again, all coming down to how smoothly it allows your website to run.
And a picture should tell what it's about anyway. I mean, I went on to one before. It was for a bookkeeper, and it just didn't. I had to go and check twice to make sure that I was on the right website.
Yeah.
Because it did not. There was nothing on there that sort of jumped out at me that it was a bookkeeper, and I thought, yeah, I've got the right name, I'm sure, and checked it again, and it popped up again, and then went further into it and found the things I needed. But it didn't look like a bookkeeper.
And that's an awesome point. You know, what I was talking about earlier is that you don't want to have people second guessing whether they're in the right place. They want to, well, firstly, it's like relief. I'm on the right side, at least. And like I said, as beautiful as scenery and the beach, and I love all of that kind of stuff, but we have to think about who we want to attract, who we are talking to, and who's looking for us. So we need to make it very easy and a no-brainer, really, really make it easy for them to take the next step, to engage you, to, you know, have their
Mm.
questions answered.
Take the call to
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, definitely. And I love that. I love that, you know, that building a relationship with Google.
Yeah,
Do
it's a
that.
good guy to know.
Well, it's just
As long as he treats you well on the first date. After Janine's talking about first dates a couple of weeks ago, we want to make sure that the
Well, you
date
know, the
is
first thing that popped into my head, Narelle, was when you said 3 to 5 seconds, and I've never been on it, of course. But it was, say, Tinder or something like that. You know, swipe chords, like.
you know,
But that's how quick things are. We run through our
Yeah.
social media feeds, and we either stop if there's something that grabs us, but most of the time we're just moving through really quickly. It's not just something that grabs us, it's if we know the person on the feed rather than just a connection we've got, we stop, don't we? And we tend to
Yeah.
say, oh, what are they doing? So that's relationships
yes.
also. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that would make a good conversation.
Mm.
Maybe someone could do that.
I had another question about pop-ups that we were talking about before. The only kind of pop-up I've ever appreciated was the type when you're about to leave the website because you've not found what you wanted, and suddenly this pop-up, because it can see you going for that X, it pops up and kind of gives you what you came there for.
Yeah.
Do you think that's
Yeah.
a good use of
That's
a pop-up?
Yes, and that's I appreciate that too. The ones what I was referring to are the ones that you start scrolling and you don't even get this far down the page and this thing pops up in your face.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know if I want your newsletter. I don't even know what you do yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, super annoying.
And really a much more palatable way to put that on your website is you've got your menu items up in the top. You can make it say the last menu item in the row there as a little button, and then it kicks up, you know, whatever it is that you want them to do. You could call it that there, and that then allows them, they make the choice then of clicking on that button to bring up the contact form or fill out the form to get the free ebook or whatever it is that you want them to do.
I have my free ebook, and it's on the bottom of every page, and some of the pages it's down the side, so you can.
Yeah, it's non-intrusive, and people can make a decision whether they want that or not. Yeah.
And it would even come to a blog that, you get those pop-ups sometimes say, oh, we've just put our newest blog up, and you can't get rid of it. And that makes you not want to read the blog. So then you're missing out there as well, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Jan, that is just such valuable information, and each time we have a conversation, I know I learn stuff, and I'm looking at Kate and Narelle, and they're both nodding as you're talking about things. And
Your website will be amazing now, right?
I'm actually redesigning my own website this month, so I'm gonna make more clicks to not quite like those awful articles I mentioned earlier, but more places for people to go.
Google loves when people dig further into your website, and they do that by clicking and going into other pages.
Yeah.
And it sees you as an authority, especially if you've got links coming back from other websites or elsewhere to your website. Google's like, these people must be okay because other people are referring to them.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Jan. And that is another conversation with the Morning Tea Marketing Missus. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of these weekly conversations. And please leave a comment, a like. We love to hear from you. We love to hear what you've learned and applied. So bye-bye from me.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.